Thank you for joining us at xm.com for this Forex Preview video. I'm Cristina Marujos. Joining me today is investment analyst Cristina Barcenidu. We'll be having a look at the Eurozone economy. So it is going to be an important week regarding the Euro and the Eurozone, of course. Before we look at the ECB policy meeting on Thursday, let's have a look at the flash PMIs to be released on Wednesday. Essentially, the PMIs are expected to be a little weaker. What does that tell us about the Eurozone economy?
Indeed, Christina, the initial estimate for the composite PMI might come slightly weaker in July, with the manufacturing PMI holding steady in the contraction area and the services PMI falling slightly below the 7-month high reached in June. Of course, compared to the loss in the first quarter, we can say that the business sector is slightly in a better position, but the risk is still largely to the downside given the high uncertainty around trade and Brexit, while the services sector has been proved to be more resilient, offsetting the weakness in the manufacturing sector, but recent business surveys out of Germany showed further slowdown. So I think the question here should be rather how long the services sector can support growth in the Eurozone if economic and political terms worsen in coming months.
Now, the ECB is holding its policy meeting on Thursday. Several ECB policymakers have hinted that they're ready to take action in order to boost the Eurozone economy. Now, do you think we'll see a rate cut at this policy meeting, or will Draghi allow Christine Lagarde to navigate when she becomes ECB governor in November?
Well, the economic and political developments outside and inside the Eurozone are currently very discouraging. So what the central bank could do is to adopt a more accommodative monetary policy to push the muted inflation towards the below but close to 2% target. Particularly, the central bank could lower interest rates to minus 0.5 and restart the quantitative easing program, but with probably at a more cautious manner. However, I think such an action is more likely to happen in September, when the central bank is scheduled to release its new economic projections. So Thursday's meeting could work as a guidance to more stimulus, unless, of course, the ECB wants to avoid a potential rise in the euro next week, when the Fed is highly expected to cut its own borrowing costs. Now, but the new ECB governor, Christine Lagarde, seems to be sharing the same views with Draghi, since she has been repeatedly praising central banks over their stimulus programs. So I think the ECB is not much worried about a change in monetary policy when Draghi leaves the position in late October.
And now, before I let you go, let's have a look at the euro as well. Of course, it will be affected by whatever comes out of the ECB meeting on Thursday. What is the outlook for the euro?
Well, a move in the euro is pretty much awaited, but the size of the volatility will likely depend on how surprising will the PMI's data and the ECB meeting be this week. So if the data come lower than expected and the ECB turns more dovish than markets expect, we might see a sell-off towards 1.11 against the dollar. Otherwise, if the data come better than expected and the ECB fails to convince over a rate cut in coming months, then we might see a rally up towards the 20-day moving average.
I see. Christina, thank you for joining me today, and thank you for your insights, and thank you for watching us at xm.com.